Hello, how are you? This is Little Things, and I think this is a really cute little transfer. I'm going to show you something fun that we can do with the board and base. If you remember this, this is a double-sided surface. It is a chalkboard also, and you can reuse it if you like, okay? It can go this way, or it can go, let me show you, this way, okay? Fits perfectly with A-size transfers and some B-size that are 2 pieces. And I want to show you something a little different. Once again, not my idea, but a great one nonetheless. Okay, so first we're going to start by removing the design that's on here, pumpkin anything, okay? And I love that transfer too, but it's no longer fall, so let's get rid of it and do something different. So I just sprayed plain water. I'm using my paste scraper. Let me see if I can pull up my video. Hi Sharon, hey Joni, hi Sue and Stephanie, welcome ladies. All right, so I'm just scraping that first layer of paste right off of here to help me whenever I go back with my board eraser, okay, so that I don't tear up my board eraser prematurely, okay? If you don't have a paste scraper, highly recommend it. It works great. Thank you. I had a bit of a nap this afternoon, so I'm glad I look rested. I'm feeling pretty good. My buyers did decline my counter, but that's okay. We will find the ones. Just got to give it a little more time, and that's all right. I'm okay with it. All right. I hope you all are having a great week. All right, so most of that's off of there. I do have a little stray glitter, so I'm just going to take a baby wipe and wipe it down a little bit more before I come back with my board eraser. All right. Hi Renee, how are you? Yay! I'm glad you got your stuff. I always love hearing when things arrive and they're in good shape. You know, I stress about shipments because I swear, things leave my house and UPS and the post office, I feel like they just drop kick it right down the street to where it's supposed to go back, where it's supposed to go. So I don't know what they do with it, but I swear it's like they line them all up on the street and just run them over, and they don't care. So whenever things show up in good shape, I'm always happy to hear that. And Joanne, you're absolutely right. Maybe they will, maybe this house wasn't meant for them, and that's okay. I'm all right with that. I think they might have been happier somewhere else, and that's good for them. I'm happy that they're making that choice for them, you know? All right. So now my board and base is clean. Okay, there's no ghosting or anything like that on here. This is the transfer we're going to use. It's called Little Things. Okay, it's an A size. And you can comment the word enjoy. Hi, Milta. How are you? To get the supplies to make this on sale tonight. Okay, I'm going to fuzz this a couple times because this is a chalkboard. It's going to stick really well. And I don't want it to be difficult to pull off, okay? All right, now, just going to place this thing right here. And I'm moving it over just a little bit because we're going to do a little bit of a different technique tonight. Like I said, this is not my idea. This transfer is my idea, but the rest of it is not me, okay? So once again, I stole this from one of my friends. Hi, Lori, I'm doing great. Yeah, I wish you were ready to move too. I think you would love it here. It would be just perfect for you. No, never wax a chalkboard surface, okay? Never, ever, ever. Now, you might hear some other designers recommending it if you're doing a layer design. I do not recommend that you wax a chalkboard surface ever, ever, okay? Because it will be harder to get off. Now, I'm doing Hot Mess with this. Okay, we're going to use Shimmer Frost and Shimmer Harvest. A couple of my favorites. I think they'll look really good together on this black background. So I'll just set that over there for a second. No, never wax a chalkboard surface, okay? Any reusable surface, it's going to be difficult for you to get that wax off of there whenever you try to go change out your design. And just fuzz really well, okay? And make sure that your design is good and dry, and you should be okay. Now, I can't guarantee that it's going to work perfectly and nothing's going to get peeled up, but just make sure that you just fuzz really, really well, and you shouldn't have any problems. Now, with Hot Mess, I'm just spreading this all over. I'm kind of mixing these in. And again, I use Shimmer Harvest and Shimmer Frost. Okay. Let me show you how this turns out. Ooh, I love that. That looks so good. So let me see. Okay, so now let me close all this up, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Now, remember, this technique is not mine. I stole the idea from a friend. Hi, Tammy. But I'm going to claim it tonight. Okay. Now, I love this idea, and I think you guys are going to love it too. So you can comment the word enjoy to get... Okay. Oh. All right. This thing does not want me to close that drawer. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me dry this real quick, and then I'll show you. Yeah, so surface wax is going to keep your transfer from sticking really well, because that's the point, right? And it's going to give the paste a little bit of a harder time to be adhered. So that's why I always say don't use a ton of wax, and make sure that you buff it really well. And using it on a chalkboard surface just isn't worth it. Hi, Wendy. How are ya? Okay, so that's not dry. Don't test it like me, okay? Because it's not going to be dry whenever you think it is. Give it another minute or so after that. After you think it might be done, okay? Alright, so this is the base that comes with the board and base, okay? It's got a slit in it, and you can actually stand up stand up the board in it, or you can put it sideways. Okay, but this is what we're going to do tonight. Now, oops. That turned out really good. Okay, really liking that. And what we're going to do tonight is it's going to go sideways. Okay, what do you think about that? So, I have a couple of different little ribbons that I love. I have this sunflower one that I thought would be perfect. Okay, so I have my hot glue gun here, and I'm just going to glue that on here. Now, this is going to be, for me, this is going to be a forever thing. Now, you could always... Hi, Anita! Well, I have asked the same question, Anita. Hi, Shay, how are you? And the response that I got from more experienced designers was to be careful not to get it on the back of your transfer. And to me, that didn't really make sense, because how do I not get it on the back of the tray? You're talking about getting it on the sticky side, I assume, right? Yeah, I don't really have a great answer for you, unfortunately. Now I'm going to add a little bit of glue here on this side too. I don't want to put a whole lot here because I don't want it to go through. So I have this other ribbon right here that I think it's going to be really cute. Now I am going to trim it just a little because it doesn't have to be that long. Okay. So I thought this would be perfect because of the colors that I chose, first of all. So I did the Shimmer Harvest with Shimmer Frost. And also just the message that I feel whenever I see sunflowers is just positivity, enjoying everything about life. Whenever I don't know why, that's the feeling I get whenever I see sunflowers, and so I thought this would be perfect. And I really haven't used this ribbon at all. So, thought, why not? Let's do it. Okay, so that's our little stand. Okay, now that's kind of not completely straight. So let me see if I can make it straight. Now, I have glue on my fingers. All right, so now that just slides right in there. Now this, you can just let it sit just like that, okay? It doesn't have to be glued in or anything like that. Now, if you want to glue it in, you totally can. But I have this cute little bow. Check out this bow that I got on Amazon. I got a pack of different, like, all different kinds of little burlap embellishments. And I think that I can put this right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't like getting mine, yeah, I moved it over a little bit so that it wouldn't get covered up. I just moved it over slightly towards this side because I knew that I was going to have the base there. Now, whenever you use the board and base, make sure, if you're going to be standing it up like this, make sure that you give yourself a little bit of room here at the bottom so that you don't cover up your design whenever you put it in the base, because it does have kind of a deep slot there. But look how cute that is. Y'all, super simple. Comment the word enjoy to get all the stuff to make this. Seriously, super easy. So cute. Under $20 project that you can do. Couple little pieces of ribbon that, I mean, are not even full pieces of ribbon. I guess I can. Now you're making me feel like my stuff's messed up. I think it's okay. All right, so there you have it. And then it just stands just like so, okay? Now, if you want to, you can add a little bit of glue to hold it, okay? But it's still removable and still, you can still take it out and change this up, okay? And honestly, you can remove the ribbon easily and replace it with some other color for a different season or different whatever you want to do. Okay? Anywho, comment the word enjoy to get all the stuff to make this. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes tonight. And I hope you had a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? See ya.